Hello, YouTube. I just ate some chocolate. I'm sorry, but I just got the keys, you guys. Today is September 25th, 2013, 8:40 p.m. And I got two or three calls this morning from the landlord. He's like, Consuela, tell me what's going on. I'm thinking to myself, man, I'd be in there already if you had to cut me some slack. But anyway, he's like, put some fire under your tongue and get it together. Let's get you this key. So I'm thinking, I'm like, I've called these people every day, a few times a day. And I hate how bill collectors call me. So definitely don't want to get on their nerves because I'm going to be doing business with these people. But at any rate, I call and sorry. I called and got an answer machine. And then so I called the other people and like, no, we haven't received anything. So I called back and he was like, we sent it over there, but it had a mistake on it again. So, um, anyway, I sat there for a minute and I was like, let me just fax this woman. So I called up there. I'm like, what's the telephone number to this lady? I want to talk to her in person. Maybe there's something that I can do. And so I get her on the phone and, well, I'm sorry. I left a message and she gave me her fax number from the message line before I left my message. And so I wrote it down. I went down to Staples. I wrote her a little note telling her, that it's been 15 days since I've been trying to get in this place because of the mistakes that they've been making. And just give me a number. I mean, tell me if it's going to be 3 days, tell me if it's going to be 5 days, but don't have me sitting here wondering because at this point, I'm going to be looking for something else if this doesn't pull through, thinking that. So, but I know this is the spot. It's the sweet spot. It is right in the midst of where they don't want to, everybody's like, nah, you shouldn't be there. That's the spot. That's the spot. Bragg Boulevard is coming up. I want to be right there when it does. But anyway, I tell her in the letter that I need for her to move in a timely manner, or at least let me know what her deadline is. And so anyway, it got done. And she says, as soon as I called the realtor, and I'm like, it's on its way. Please give me a call as soon as you get it. She says she's doing it right now. So I went to coffee with my mom, took her for coffee. We're eating coffee, drinking coffee, and I was like, all right, mom, I'm about to go call these people again because nobody's called me, and I know it's been long enough for them to have gotten something done. So I call, and sure enough, it's done. But she wanted to see if it was correct. So give her a few more minutes. And so, make a long story short, it did get finished. I did go get the key. Then I tried to get the lights cut on. Lights can't come on because it's just the way the permits are. They got to come and inspect after everything is, if you got to build stuff or whatever. So I went to City Hall. I was at City Hall for, oh my God, I know, almost 2 hours in City Hall. And when I first went in there, there's a lady there. She comes in and she asks us some questions about a home business. And the man was like, no, you can't do that. And she's like, everybody else is just like, oh, but you can't do it because this and this and the other and this and the third. And I'm sitting there and I'm amazed because it just didn't seem right. Same thing with me. Just didn't seem right. So this guy's in front of me and they're talking to him and stuff. And so the guy's saying how he needs some stuff done. And the guy comes out and he's like, well, you can't do it. And if you had this, you could do it like this or whatever. And I'm like, that's all we need. Like, don't just say no. Tell us how we can do it. You know what I mean? Just tell me how we can do it. If we don't have the money, you don't have the money. But if you do, then it's, a great bunch of information. But at any rate, I have the key. I went in and looked around, took all my videos, photographed um, pictures so that um, I'm just aware of what I went into, so that once the sweet spot is built and painted and whatever, if anything was to pop off later, I'd be like, look, this is the way it was when I moved in. But yeah. Uh, but the sweet spot is right there on Bragg Boulevard, 3308 Bragg Boulevard, Fayetteville, North Carolina. And just as fast as I can work, and I can work pretty darn fast, um, is coming to you guys. Had gotten the furniture day before yesterday. The guy called and he was like, the furniture's in. And I'm like, oh God, I want to call him back because, I don't have nowhere to put it. But now I have a place to put it. So I'm going to call him tomorrow and we're going to get this stuff delivered. But first I got to go in and make sure that if anybody's been getting in, that they can no longer get in. So I need a ladder and I need a flashlight and I need to get up on the roof and inside the ceiling and see if there's any kind of openings up there that you can't see from down below. But I'm excited. It's coming soon. You guys are going to enjoy, and that's what I built it for. I built it so that you guys can go and sit someplace and enjoy. All right. So, sweet spot, cafe and hookah lounge, 3308 Bragg Boulevard, Fayetteville, North Carolina. All right. Follow me.